Hey guys, what's up? My name's Aragorn, and welcome to Gamers Chat, the show where we ask only the most serious of silly questions. And with me today is a maverick among men, our beloved leader, a titanic force within the freedom community, the bald eagle of YouTube, the one and the only, George Vanous. How are you?
Hey Eric, thanks for the awesome intro.
So, I guess I'll start this off with, where are the drugs?
Well, the drugs are hiding under this chair. That's why I'm actually sitting on them. That's why I'm elevated. Normally I sit much lower.
What inspired you to jump onto the YouTube scene?
You mean at the very beginning? World of Warcraft. We got 3 beta keys to World of Warcraft Cataclysm back when it was 6 months before launch, and we just thought it'd be a cool idea to upload some of this footage, and it began with TGN World of Warcraft.
And from there, how did TGN as a network start? Because I'm assuming the first parts were just a YouTube channel?
We just had one YouTube channel. It all started with that one channel. We grew it to 100,000 views a day. Very popular channel with no network behind it, just us making videos. And then we tried to get our own YouTube network with YouTube. They had only no as the answer. So we looked around, we considered a few options, and at the time we felt broadband TV had the best deal to become a network.
And then eventually, I guess, something happened there and...
Oh yeah, no, I mean, we built a great network, a great brand. We made BBTV a lot of money, but we felt, at least I felt, that their vision for what TGN should be is very different from my vision. We had a lot of professional differences, a lot of healthy arguments, but at the end of the day, I figured for TGN to become my vision, I needed to leave. So I sold TGN to BBTV, I quit, and I went off to get my own relationship with Google, which I did a year later, and that's what Freedom was born from. It's the spiritual successor to TGN.
What's the greatest part of running a network like Freedom or any TV? What makes you get up every day and go to work?
Well, the sunshine. But in addition to the sunshine, the beauty of the unknown. Every day is a surprise to me. I never know what today will bring. Like today, I'm doing an interview here with you, Eric. Very pleasant surprise. Some of the surprises are not so pleasant. Like, oh no, another channel got closed by YouTube due to Spam 404. Sad. And of course, we dispute it. Some channels come back, some channels do not. So every day is different, and I love that. It's not predictable. It's not assembly line work. It's not you go to the office, you push the same keys every day. It's what's going to happen today.
Talking about Freedom itself and the channel, you obviously make a ton of videos for that. It's almost daily videos, and you have your own personal channel on the side. You mentioned that you originally had a completely different channel when you were setting up TGN. What do you think is your favorite part about making the videos? And do you make videos because you want to now, or is it just because of Freedom?
Well, it's a good question. When I was building TGN, I was also creating videos, The George Show. And sadly, all those videos have been privated, so you can't see them anymore. That was BBTV's decision. And now I had to restart, reboot, reset everything. And on December 1st, 2013 is when we started youtube.com/freedom. You know, what do I love about the videos? Again, it's the interaction with the fans. It's the comments beneath the videos. It's the surprising ideas that we get from the creative people in our network.
Moving on, what are your hobbies, outside of YouTube? Do you do anything, any sports?
Well, I used to. And when I had more time, I loved to play badminton. I loved to play chess. I loved to go out and jog. But now I jog to and from the office. That's about the exercise I get. So sometimes I take what they call a jeepney here, which is like a fancy, like a military vehicle turned domestic. You kind of get in the back with no doors. So you can fall out. There's no seat belts. But it's really cool because they play music in the Jeep. A very communal way to move around in the Philippines. And it costs a total of 8 pesos, which is about 25 cents, 20 cents.
Here's a question that I've seen some of the people in the community posing, and Obviously, I know the answer. I've had the pleasure of speaking to you more than once. But a lot of people are wondering. You obviously present a very happy George in front of the camera. Is this the way you really act?
Well, the happy George is not an act. That's why it looks so natural, is because that is me. I'm smiling off camera as often as I smile on camera. Now, of course, I have my moods. I'm not happy 100% of the time. We have kids that yell and scream and go wah for many reasons that I have yet to figure out, and there's no pacifying them sometimes. That's not a happy time. And I really should put that on camera, because when the kids grow up and they can see themselves, they may realize that, okay, this isn't the best way to get something that they want. So there are happy and unhappy times, of course.
Alright, now it's time to move on to the rapid fire questions. Now I'm going to ask you a series of questions in a row, and you have to answer all of them within 3 seconds, or you get the giant red X.
Alright.
Alright, are you ready?
I'm ready.
First off, what is your favorite color?
Blue.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
3 times 6.
18.
What is your favorite hockey team?
I don't watch hockey, so I don't really have a hockey team that's my favorite. I'll say Vancouver Canucks because I'm from Vancouver.
What's your favorite darts team?
Darts? Oh, I didn't even know dart was a sport. I don't have one, sorry.
I don't even know if they have teams. If you could ask future George one question, what would it be?
How many children will you have in the end?
How much spam email do you get?
100 emails a day, and 90% of it's spam. It's kind of sad.
And lastly, Beatles, Rolling Stones, Elvis, or Bieber?
Oh, Bieber, of course. Contemporary. I love the guy. He's got a good hairdo.
Some people may come across the Omen project. Would you mind giving a brief synopsis of what that was?
Omen was supposed to be our EverQuest, our World of Warcraft. It was an MMO that we started back in 1996, before Ultima Online and Meridian 59, which were the very first 2 MMOs. And we wanted to build it up, but sadly, we didn't get the funding we needed, and so the team broke up. But it was certainly a learning experience, and one day, I will build an MMO. That's one of my life goals, seriously.
So, what's actually the biggest thing you could take away from the Omen project? Is there one thing that stood out, one learning experience?
Yeah, you need big developers, because the biggest challenge we had in raising money was showing cool stuff. And if you can't show something cool, you can show cool ideas, but investors don't care about ideas. Ideas are worthless, really, they're worthless, unless you have a prototype, unless you show something that works implementing the idea. That's called execution. The hardest part of any business is execution, not the idea.
I think that applies to anything.
Anything, really. Execution is key. Yeah.
I actually, while I was looking at the Omen website, some interesting things popped up. Now, I'm no conspiracy theorist, but I have to say these things were a little weird. I looked up the word freedom on the site, and it came up a total of 4 times. You were using the word freedom quite a lot, and that was just on the website.
Well, that's a surprise to even me. I don't even remember using the word freedom in that website.
And let's not even mention any, because the word any came up at least 39 times. That was, you know.
It's a little spooky, I agree.
Yeah. Speaking about video games, actually, what's your favorite genre?
MMORPG.
Do you have a particularly favorite game?
Well, I don't play many games now, but in the past, my favorite MMO was EverQuest 1, because they really made it difficult to advance, and you had to earn your levels. Every time you died, you had to recover your corpse. You were naked until you did so, and your penalty for dying was a big experience loss, not this little tiny bit that you can recover in 5 minutes. It took you over 2 hours to recover from a death. And before that was Empire. Empire was a text-based game running on the PC 8088. It's an old IBM-compatible computer back in the days of DOS, and Empire was an empire-building game, just as you would imagine, and I loved it.
What's your favorite song?
I actually don't have a favorite song. It's one of those things I just don't do these days, which is listen to music. It's kind of sad, but I really can't say even... Yeah, I can only think of Eminem. I respect that guy. He seems to, have a good head on his shoulders, like the modern Madonna, or Madonna in a male.
Yeah, I like Eminem. It's M&Ms are one of the few things that can get me off the couch. It's the candy, the M&M candies.
Okay, I didn't understand that, but I get it now. Yes. Fail. Sorry. Fail.
To finish it, is there anything else you'd like to cover?
Well, my main thing I like to do is motivate people, inspire you to become a better person, as well as become more successful in what you love. Always, freedom is about inspiration, motivation, and family. Working together as a team, because you can't do anything meaningful alone.
Alright guys, so if you enjoyed this interview, make sure to leave a thumbs up below. If you want to see more of George, go on the Freedom channel, youtube.com/freedom. And he makes almost daily videos.
They should be daily, but I miss a few here and there, yes.
Make sure, if you're not already partnered with Freedom, to partner with Freedom, because it's probably the best network in the entire world. Always make sure to subscribe to Gamers if you're not already subscribed. Leave a comment below. Who should we interview next? What did you think about this video? Do you have any questions for George? Or me? Or Obama? Leave them in the comments below.
Eric, thank you for the interview. It's been a pleasure. I'd love to do follow-ups if you would like to have me on again. And in the meantime, my name is George, founder of Freedom, and you've been watching